Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Lived and Told. Today I got on a special guest and I'm calling my friend, right?
Yep.
Ativalu
Yep.
Lisati. Hope I pronounced that correctly.
Yes, Ativalu Lisati.
Melbourne Storm player.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully on our podcast today you're going to discuss, a bit about him, obviously, in his upbringing, but also leading on to his, career path there at the Melbourne Storm and formerly before that with the Penrith Panthers as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully I've added some justice to the intro there, Lalu, but anything else you want to add on top of that?
Nah, you've basically covered it all.
Yeah, awesome.
Obviously, it's a privilege and an honor to be on your podcast, and I can't wait to kick it off.
No, awesome. Thank you. So let's take it right back, Balu. So you obviously living in Australia now, but you were actually born and grew up in New Zealand. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yep. And you came to Australia in 2019 to pursue your dream of being a rugby league player.
Yep.
Can you talk us through that and how how was the upbringing in terms of how did you get into the rugby league and what made you want to move countries essentially to pursue that dream?
Yeah. Like you said, I was born and raised in New Zealand. Grew up in a suburb called Gleneden out in West Auckland. Did all my schooling there in New Zealand. But yeah, I was more inspired to play rugby league. Just watching my brother, growing up, watching him do his thing and play to the best of his abilities week in, week out. And kind of inspired me. I was like, oh man, I want to do that too. And it was just cool seeing him play, and then cool to see him scoring tries week in, week out. And obviously everyone cheering on the sidelines and that. So that's what inspired me to play rugby league. And just trying to be like my brother was one of the things that motivated me to obviously play rugby league. And then obviously when my brother moved over first around 2015, 2016 to pursue his career, and obviously he took a different path, and he's pretty happy he's got his own little family now.
Oh, awesome.
But,
awesome.
But it was more for me, he gave me the opportunity around 2019 just to go stay with him and go to Ipswich State High School, where I was pretty fortunate to play some schoolboy footy there, and that's where my career kicked off, and now I'm here today in Melbourne Storm.
I haven't looked back since.
Yeah.
Was there in New Zealand? I guess there's that rivalry. I guess, or if I can call it a rivalry between rugby union and rugby league. Did you switch between the two codes when you were growing up, or was it always been rugby league to be your main sport?
Yeah, I was pretty flexible. I played both rugby union and rugby league, and then you're kind of like, at the time I was just playing because my mates were playing. So I was obviously whatever my mates were playing. I would even play indoor netball.
Oh really? Yeah, just
whatever the boys.
Even
play cricket with the boys. But as I was growing up, got into the stage. Got to the stage where you had to pick. Like in high school, you couldn't play both codes. So so most of my mates were still playing rugby league, and I just fell in love with the game rugby league. I felt like it was more physical and more of a game that I wanted to play. So hence why I leaned more towards rugby league than rugby union.
Yeah, was it scary coming to Australia to pursue your dream, or you kind of knew at the back of your mind or in your heart that this is what I was meant to do? Was there any moments of doubt?
Yeah, funny story is before I come, my mum and dad they wanted me to go university and obviously stay home and work for them. Mum and dad still back home in NZ right now. And I only got one older sibling, my older brother. So my mum and dad.
Emma's just a nest at this point.
My mum and dad and they were like telling me, we want you to go uni. I had to kind of put my foot down and tell them like, hey, I really want to give rugby league this last one more shot, and and that's what made it scary. Just obviously leaving my parents behind with no one to obviously look after them back at home in NZ. But it was also scary going there and not knowing what to expect and not knowing what the culture is like in Australia and going to school there. And I was pretty fortunate to obviously play some good footy at Ipswich State Boys High School, and got contracted to Penrith that same year.
Yeah, okay. How old were you when you came to Australia?
Yeah, so I moved over when I was 17, and then I turned 18 when I was here in Australia. When I was at school.
Okay.
So yeah.
What was the biggest challenge to adjusting to moving and living in Australia?
Yeah, probably that. Like not knowing what to expect. Like I don't know what the culture was like here. Like I was so used to seeing like my mates and that on a day-to-day basis and that, and then just moving away from family and friends was tough enough. But coming here, like probably the most funniest thing was probably most of the boys from NZ could relate to this, or anyone from New Zealand is probably when they say down the road, and obviously down the road here in Australia is longer than New Zealand. Like obviously New Zealand is like, oh, we'll go down, we'll go down the road to the shops in New Zealand, and you can literally walk there, and it's 5 minute walk.
Okay.
Whereas here it's like, oh, we'll go down the road, jump in the car, and
drive like 5-10 minutes,
20, 30 minutes still going down the road, and that's close for them. So that's probably something that I had to kind of adjust to when I moved over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So take us back. You're 17, turning 18 now, and you mentioned before how you got linked up with the Penrith Panthers.
Yeah.
How does that come about? Like for someone that hasn't gone through that kind of journey, is it are there scouts that go to these games that watch you, or how does it come about to be contacted by a professional sporting organization?
Yeah, like playing footy is one thing, but like if you're playing some good footy wherever you're playing, like you never know, like anyone could be watching those games. Like it might not be televised or anything, but for me, when I was playing schoolboy footy, it's like there's a lot of scouts that come to games and that, and you don't know that for a fact, but when Penrith reached out because I got my manager, and when they reached out to my manager for me to obviously head down there, have a look at their facilities, and see if that's a club that I want to pursue my future in, then then I went down there, had a look, and I was pretty happy with what they obviously shown me, and I was pretty fortunate and blessed to be down there for those last 4 or 5 years within my career.
Yeah, awesome. And then how does it happen in terms of like, I guess, getting into the club? I guess like you've signed your contract. Like these are kind of just everything kind of just pauses in life. Like if you're working, or for example, obviously graduating from school, is it kind of just everything goes on pause and kind of just go straight into that professional environment? Is it basically like a 9-to-5 kind of job, or how would you describe it?
Yeah, well, when I first signed with the club, I wasn't on a full-time contract yet. So I was with the under-20s. So I had an under-20s contract for the 2 years. I still had to work. So, that was another tough thing. Like, obviously, I made friends, and obviously I had my family in Brisbane. But then moving down to Sydney, to a new area again, was a tough, like having to restart all over again for me. Like, I had no family or friends down in Sydney at the time, and making new friends, having to adapt to the Sydney culture, and I learned pretty quick, and obviously had to find a job, and that's when my first job was being a teacher aide.
Really?
Yeah, I was a teacher aide.
Awesome.
My first job, and I was doing that, and then training in the Arvos, and then just keep repeating that.
Did the students know you were an NRL player, or now you kind of kept that on a down low when you were working?
No. So some of the boys that I was working at the school, I was working at a disability and behaviour school, where some of the boys would go and help out. It would be maybe 3 to 4 of us that would go and help out at the school, and they obviously knew because the connection was between our club and the school, and so obviously the teachers and the kids knew that we were part of the Penrith community, and they were excited to have us there. Every day. So,
Awesome. I've talked to many guests, and they have a defining moment or a moment in their life where they're like, they want to pursue this path, or they kind of feel like it's almost like a sign from God that this is what they're meant to do. Was that the moment for you where you realized that being a rugby league player could be a professional career for yourself, and you could make a living from it, being signed with Penrith, or was it before that you kind of realized that?
Once I moved over to Australia, to Brisbane, started playing some good footy at schoolboy cup level, and once I had that contract in front of me and I signed it, it was not until I moved down to Sydney and had time on my own, just reflecting on my journey, and I kind of reflected like, man, like I'm here now, and I'm not too far off obviously achieving those goals and dreams that I had once I was a little kid, and that's when I knew that was the moment where I was like, I can actually do it, and I can actually make it if I just obviously put my belief in my works towards the right things. Yeah.
So you were at Penrith for about 2 to 3 years, so about 2022 to mid 2024, I think it was.
Yeah, well, that's when I around those 2 years or 3 years, that's when I started training full time. I was training full time with the boys, and I've learned so much of the older boys that are there. Obviously, they were successful for those last 4 or 5 years, winning 4 championships back to back, and obviously I was grateful, and blessed to be there at that time and learning off the boys at the time too, who were senior players.
Yeah, you said it really well. I was going to mention, for those who don't listen or follow NRL, the Penrith Panthers, like Badu said, have had a dynasty where they won 4 championships in a row, which I think is equal the most ever, if not the most ever, in NRL's existence there. So, in terms of dynasties, definitely one of those there. So I was going to ask, what was 3 or 4 things that you learned from them that you've applied, if not in rugby, then in life that you learned from them, being so young, obviously, and, what did you learn from such a great and successful dynasty?
Yeah, I had a couple of things. Probably one thing that I learned off the boys just by obviously following some of the things they did to get them going for a game is probably their preparation. And obviously preparation, like they're saying, preparation eliminates fear. And the more you can prepare yourself to throughout the week to leading up to the game, then you've got basically no excuses. On whatever the outcome is during the game. Is like you know that you're confident in your ability to do your job because of the preparation that you've provided yourself throughout those training sessions and throughout the week. So that's probably something that you could do on and off the field that I've learned that goes a long way.
Yeah. Okay. So you still apply the same principles even to today?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What example is it? Like packing your bag early? Is it having meals ready or?
For me, if it's on the field, it's like making sure I do obviously those extras, those things I need to work on throughout the week just to better myself. And it might be the same thing every week. So then I know that okay, that's my preparation and it's helped me before. And I know if I do this, then I can perform my best on the weekend's game. And probably something off the field is I'm pretty big in my faith and my religion. I'm a strong Christian believer in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I know that if I stay true to my word and keep reading the word and learning more about the word in the Bible, then I know that for sure that that would help me not just mentally and physically, but also spiritually prepare me well for the game too.
That's awesome. Do you get nervous before games?
Yeah, I get nervous, but I probably get more nervous probably right up to like when I'm putting my jersey on. Before that, I'm probably just mucking around and having
warming up with the boys.
I gotta switch on sometimes, but I usually have a laugh with the boys, but you can tell when some of the boys are really dialing in into their.
You just avoid their path.
I'm just trying to avoid their path, and they're just trying to keep it to myself. So
awesome. Mid 2024, so we jump to then. You joined the Melbourne Storm.
Yeah.
Talk us through that decision and that process there. How does it work? Obviously, for some of the regular viewers listening, they either start a new business or they job employers and apply for a new job and get it. Like, how does it work for a rugby league player in terms of moving teams?
So at the time, this was my last year with Penrith. I had nothing for me the following year, and within the NRL, you can obviously move halfway through the year, just before the due date, like with the cut line, which is I think June 30.
Yep.
And so obviously I was talking to my manager and obviously just decided that I've learned as much as I can from the boys at the club that I was at Penrith, and I was pretty, like I said, I was pretty blessed and fortunate to be a part of that team for the last those 3-4 years when the boys were winning. So I thought, like, for me to expand my career and expand my journey and better myself as a player and as an individual, I needed to move away and get out of my comfort zone a bit again, and probably try and challenge myself, and that's when I made the move down to Melbourne. And I was pretty fortunate that Craig Bellamy and Frank, who's the general manager at the club. I was pretty fortunate that Melbourne Storm wanted me to come down halfway through the year, effective immediately. And like I said, Melbourne Storm's been a great club too. Like, they've been the benchmark for the last decade or two. And I couldn't turn down the offer, especially when they gave me the opportunity to come down.
So did they reach out to you and your manager, or how does that work?
So if you're on your last year, like, you're off contract the following year. From November 1 onwards, you can start negotiating with other clubs. And like for me, I was pretty fortunate that Melbourne Storm reached out, and couldn't turn the offer away, and I was yeah, pretty blessed to get the opportunity to go down there.
Can I ask, did other people reach out to you?
For
When you knew that you were going to get another contract with Penrith, did other teams besides Melbourne Storm reach out to yourself?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm not quite sure, but I know that it was Melbourne, and I just took it straight away, because Melbourne's been a good club.
This might be a silly question, but obviously there's that initial contact. Is there like a kind of an interview process where they kind of go, "I want to meet with you, talk to you"?
So I caught up with the Melbourne Storm, and they had a chat to them, and I obviously had some of the questions that I wanted to ask them, and they had some of the questions they wanted to ask me in terms of what character, what like, kind of individual I am on and off the field, and I knew from that point forward that I was gonna love coming down to Melbourne, and I knew that Melbourne Storm was gonna be a good fit for me too. So
you nervous?
Yeah, I was nervous. I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. Like, I always knew Melbourne Storm to be a tough team, and I knew they still now base their team off hard work and their efforts. I knew it was going to be not easy work going down there. So I was pretty nervous.
What stood out to you when you first joined the Storm?
Probably that, like how much everyone like worked at the club, and like how much everyone like was connected at the club. I felt like everyone at the club were real connected. Like everyone got along with each other, which was good, and that surprised me too. Like just seeing how everyone went about their business and how everyone went about their work to prepare themselves for each and every week, which is that stood out to me.
There's similar. There's some big similarity between Penrith and Melbourne Storm, not because they're successful teams, but just in their culture in terms of being prepared, like you said, having their I's dotted, T's crossed, on game day and before game day. Sounds like that's a common theme between those two cultures. They're being just really prepared on top of everything and meticulous about their preparation, really.
Both teams, like you said, like both teams. Obviously, you've seen their success over the last couple of years, and both teams have been obviously the benchmark and the standard for the last couple of years, and I think that comes off obviously what they drive within their culture, and it's probably based off hard work and efforts, and obviously the connection they have between their teammates and the community as a whole, and the club as a whole too. So.
Awesome. Who are the players that took you under the wing when you joined the Storm?
The players that took me under their wing at the Storm.
Can you give a few shout outs here?
I'll give the boys a shout out. I think who took me under their wing? I'm trying to think.
It's why you're thinking as well.
It's been a long time since I come to a club, but I think the boys that took me under their wing were like you have your Eli Katoa, your Josh Kings, and probably those two boys. I played majority of my footy with some of the boys that are not there anymore, with Te Pai Moroa and Remus Smith. But in terms of being at the club, it was more of Eli Katoa and Josh King that obviously helped me out when I got there, and they helped me obviously learn the system at Melbourne Storm, and they helped me try to better my career week in, week out. Every day I was at training.
Makes that, I guess, that nervous energy converts it, probably more into excitement, having some boys, give you that guidance and whatnot. Take us back a little bit, Valu, to your first ever game.
Yeah.
How was it? What was going through your mind as you were running out?
My first game, it just happened so fast. So the previous week, I was about to play my game, and the coach, one of the coaches, texted or called me saying, "When I need you to rest, because we might need you for the previous week." But I don't want to get my hopes up then, because like you never know, like you could just be traveling with the team just to help them out, like with numbers and that. And coach called me on the Monday morning, so we were playing on the Thursday, and coach called me on the Monday, and he was like, "Hey, we're gonna need you to play this week," and I was just
we just
smiling. I could have wiped the smile off my face. I was that happy, and Yeah, I remember the first person I called was my fiance, and
Awesome.
yeah, I called her straight away, and she was so happy for me too, and that's when I called my family and that, like, I know it's short notice. The game's up in Townsville, which is a pretty difficult place for, like, obviously people from New Zealand to get there.
Yeah, you gotta take 2 planes.
Yeah, and so my family and that, like, obviously, like, booked their tickets,
Yeah.
their flights and that, and accommodation and stuff like that. And it was such a surreal moment for me and my family. I was pretty nervous. Like, I was expected to come on maybe the back end of the first half or the start of the second half, but with the way the game went, a couple of injuries, and I got on 15 minutes into the game. So everything just happened so quick, and yeah, like I said, I was pretty fortunate to get a try on that day too, and that just made everything so surreal, and felt like it was a dream.
What was going through your mind when you came on the field? Were you like, this is it, or were you just kind of more talking to yourself, like, focus on the process, or focus on these things that coach has told me to do? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I was pretty pumped when I ran onto the field, but I just told myself, like, man, like, just play the game that you normally play, like, just back yourself, like, there's a reason why you're there, and just understand, like you don't need to do anything like that's out of what you do, like, just do what you normally do, and obviously just make sure you're reliable and be there for your teammates. And that was just the thing that was going through my head. And I didn't try and get in and do a lot of work straight away, but just make sure I'm reliable and just making sure I was there for the boys.
So I was playing that first game and also scoring a try. Was that what you expected to feel like, or was it better than what you expected to feel like?
It was like a dream, man. Like, I remember when I caught the ball, and I just remember running, and then
was everything slow motion or was everything really fast?
Nah, it just happened, and it just went so fast. And then once I saw the try line, I just tried to run there. Like, I was already, like, tired there. Like, I was already past my time. Like, I thought coach was gonna pull me off, but I got to the try line, scored the try, and it's just like, it felt like a dream, because, like, it's just like so loud, like when the crowd erupts in it.
The crowd cheers,
yeah. When I scored that try, I was just like, man, I was just so happy, and and then I couldn't help myself. I was already tired, so I went on my knees. I was on my knees. I was like, been halfway. I was trying to catch a breath, and the boys were trying to get around me, and I couldn't stand up properly. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And after the game, how did you celebrate?
Yeah, after the game, like, we didn't have long. I think we had to fly back that same night due to the game the following week. But just to have my parents there, like, I think it was my parents' first time ever staying at a hotel. So,
really? Awesome.
So for them to stay at the hotel and just to let them know, like, that's the kind of lifestyle. Like, obviously if we fly in, fly out, like, we're flying out and we're staying at hotels and that, and then obviously they didn't expect that, like, the lifestyle that most NRL teams live in. It was pretty surreal moment for not only myself but my family too.
Can I ask, did you get emotional? Did you cry?
Yeah, no, I didn't cry. I think some of my family members cried, but it was just real touching for me. Like, just seeing, like, the things that I went through growing up, and now to have my family name obviously in the NRL, and something that I've been working towards, and I'm sure, like, I'm proud of myself, but I'm pretty sure my family will be proud of me too. So it was real. Yeah, it was a real touching moment. Seeing them. Yeah.
That's awesome. We talked offline about your family and whatnot. So I'm sure they were super proud of you, and all you've achieved just today, and obviously I'm sure there's a lot more to come as well.
Definitely, yeah.
We'll fast forward from that game up until present day. Valu, is being an NRL player different to what you expected it to be? So I'm more talking about the day in, day out. So I think those that are sitting there, it's a professional job in terms of you just do this only, and that's your job. You don't have any other part-time jobs that I'm aware of. Yeah. But is it all that you expected it to be, or is it better or worse? Or talk to viewers through what maybe a typical week looks like for yourself.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's man, man, it's a blessing in disguise, I guess. Like, for me to go into work and do what I love, but also deal with some of my mates that I've obviously made along the way, and that I could obviously have long life friends from. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And before we dive into the deeper stuff, Valu, I've got a bit of a game for us here. So
Game.
So I've got some rapid fire questions for you, just so the
that'll be
viewers can get to know you a little bit more.
Yeah, sweet.
So the first one is, what's a hidden talent people don't know about that you have?
Hidden talent. Oh, that's actually hard. A hidden talent. What's a hidden talent? Probably how long I can sleep for.
What's the longest you slept for?
I don't know, like maybe good 12 hours.
Just completely like not even interrupted. 12 hours.
Yeah, I actually love to sleep. Like,
Okay.
love my naps too. So, yeah, that's probably a hidden talent.
That's amazing. That's amazing. 12 hours. Well, I wish I could get 12 hours. Your dream car?
Dream car. My dream car would be. I actually love a Nissan 350Z.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, obviously because I used to play Need for Speed.
Yes. What color?
Just a normal silver.
Just normal silver, yeah.
Yeah, silver. Yeah, I used to play Need for Speed, and that was the car that I was like, wow, I really want that car.
Maybe a few more seasons you might.
Hopefully.
Karaoke song?
Karaoke song. What's the song? Have to be like Brian McKnight.
Which one?
Brian McKnight. Which song? What song do we have?
Let's have a look. Songs on here.
Maybe
Back at One, yes, another song.
Yeah, Back at One.
6, 8, 12 is really good as well.
Yeah, both. Or One Last Cry. Yeah, any of the Brian McKnight songs.
Can you sing it for us?
I can
No.
definitely not.
Maybe on episode 2 we can get a song out of you.
Behind the scenes.
And if you weren't an NRL player, what would you be doing?
If I wasn't, I'll probably what would I be doing? Probably working in a factory or something, or just working a 9-to-5 job on a day-to-day basis. Don't know what job, but I'll be maybe KFC. I'll be eating the food there while working.
Eating the food?
Yeah, I'll probably just buy it straight away.
We accidentally make too much before closing and you're going to take it home somehow?
But I'll definitely be working somewhere. But
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool, guys. Thank you for listening, and this is part 2 of it there. So last we left off was talking about, the day in, day out stuff of being a Melbourne Storm player. So, but look, can you walk us through a typical week for us? So let's just say, for this example, you played your game on the Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah.
It's now Monday. What happens from Monday up until Friday when you guys play next?
Yeah, so for example, we played on Sunday last week, so it's a short turnaround this week. So depending on when we play, depends on how many training sessions we get within a week. And say if it's a short turnaround, I would like to obviously look after my body more, do a bit of more recovery. So Sunday we played, Monday we would have day off, so I would go into the recovery joint, do your ice baths, your saunas, your...
Is that at the club? Or
we could do it at the club, or if you got other spots, like we go to the P3 recovery joint.
P3? Oh, yeah.
Where obviously we do your wet therapies there, and obviously use the normal techs to do on compressions for your legs. And so you just chill out on that Monday, and then we had training Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesday's more of like a review day where you come in and you review your game, and obviously you look at the positives and obviously look at the non-positives, where you can obviously take away a couple of learnings and apply it to your game on the weekend. And
is that done as like a whole entire team? Or
so you do it in units first, and then you come together as a team, and then and usually that day too we get like massages too.
Okay.
And then Wednesday, that's our bigger day, so it's just like a day where we get majority of our work done. We do gym, field.
Okay.
And then
in that order?
Yeah, and in that order, you go gym, and obviously you have meetings throughout the day too about focusing on your next opponent.
Yep.
So, and then Thursday is like another day off where you just do a bit more recovery and just do stuff that you need to get done within the house and stuff like that.
Yeah, like live a normal life.
Normal life. And then obviously Friday captain's run, and we'll fly out, and then obviously Saturday game. So
okay, that's
what my week looks like.
2 questions I had there. For those who aren't familiar with the sport of NRL, what's a unit? So obviously
so units is like kind of like your pods that you're working. So like if you're on the right edge, then you go in that unit. So that's the right edge unit, and then you got your left edge unit, and then it could be just the ruckies, which is your forwards. That could be a unit there. And
is that the middle?
Yeah, that's the middle. And then you just split up in those 3 units, and you just go do review some of the things that you could work in your unit, and then there's some things that you could work on as a team. Like team focuses and stuff like that. So
And you're on the right-hand side, is it?
yeah, I'm on the right
You're on
hand
the
side.
right-hand side,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
And without divulging too much information, their value, how, I guess, honest and brutal are those conversations? Are they quite honest? Where you say, hey, I need X, Y, and Z to be better, or I can do this, but I also
Yeah.
need to do this. How does those conversations go?
Yeah, some of the conversations are great.
Yeah.
You get like obviously some of the feedback that you would want to hear, but yeah, you gotta take the good with the bad, and some of those bad feedbacks is it's not bad, but it's more of learnings. Like it's never losses, and it's more of learnings, and yeah, you gotta take both of them, and obviously it might not be what you want to hear, but they're there just to help you learn from it, and obviously move on and try and better yourself for the next game.
It's not personal, but it sounds of it. It's just
It sounds personal, but it's there to make you better.
yeah. It's not about you as a person. It's just about you as a player.
As
that
a
makes
player,
sense.
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what are some things that fans wouldn't see or wouldn't know about being a professional athlete?
Like obviously, maybe. I probably more so like Wait, sorry, what's the question again?
What would a typical fan would not understand or not see from you in terms of being a player? Like, is this something that they take for granted almost, or?
Yeah, like I don't know, like maybe some people think like our job's like, I don't know, some people think it's like it's a easy job because we're living our dream and we're playing with our mates and that, but yeah, but it's not I think it's not easy too, like the amount of like work we put on like our bodies, like our pressures, like the pressure of obviously trying to put your body through week in, week out, through obviously trying to keep it fit and trying to keep it ready and sustainable for the next game, and even just like the contact, like just the amount of contact that we have to obviously prep up to do for the game, and then obviously the contact during the game, and then it's just a cycle of that week in, week out, and it becomes pretty heavy on the body, and
What's the mental aspect like? So obviously not understanding the physical tolls on the body, but what's the mental impacts of being a professional sportsman?
Like I feel like the pressure of trying to perform, like I said, like you want to try and like prepare to do your best week in, week out, but like say there might be games where you're not performing your best, and like mentally you start overthinking things, like you might not be playing on next week because obviously the way you played that following week, and then and it's like you're trying to put your best foot forward, but you have all these pressures and expectations that that obviously your teammates and that, or not even just your teammates, that even the fans and that like expect out of you, and that's probably the one thing that's pretty tough mentally, is probably like the pressures and expectations and probably what they expect out of you, and that kind of stuff.
How do you deal with it yourself personally? Do you have like someone that you talk to, or how do you deal with it? Do you kind of just sit with your own thoughts or work through it, or how do you deal with the mess?
Like I said before, I'm a big, like I'm faith driven. I know that like if I'm in my word, that like spiritually and mentally, like physically, I'll be fit, and I've always got my family and friends who are always big supporters of me, and there are people I can lean on also, but I lean on to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who helps me through and through the good and the bad times, which I'm grateful for, and it's like I said, you have those family and friends that you can always talk to, and always ask for their help when you need. So like I said, always reach out to your family and friends, and reach out to the right people too. Like they'll always be there to help you.
Awesome. Not diving too much into the season, but unfortunately missed a few weeks with an injury there, and obviously a few losses for the Storm this season. How do you deal with that? I guess building on your mental resilience that you talked about just before, like do you try and apply the same things, or how was your thought process, and how did you work through not only the injury but a couple of the losses for the Storm this season?
Yeah, it was a tough one. I think that was a tough period for me. Like I've had a couple of injuries beforehand, but when you're going good and then something like that happens, like um, yeah, obviously you get discouraged and then you get you start overthinking things and then obviously the club um, wasn't doing too good too, and but I just took it into perspective. Like obviously, like with my injury, like there's others that are doing it worse than you are, and you gotta you can't be just grateful for the good times. You gotta be grateful for the bad times too, because that's where I feel like your faith perseveres, and that's where you go stronger as an individual. So instead of being discouraged and obviously being down, I try to lift my energy and lift the way I am, and just get around the boys, especially throughout that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
You're kind of just channeling your energy into one, getting better, but also two, where you could try and support the boys in in their own performances.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
In their physical and mental output for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. 180. What's it like after a win?
No, it's heaps good. Like, man, you'd rather be winning than losing. Cause,
Of course.
Man, losing's a whole, like I see, yeah, just like I see the opposite of winning is like when you're winning, you're happy, and when you're losing, like it's not as hard. It's hard to obviously, it's hard to take, but yeah, you just got to keep moving on from those losses. And I never find losses as like losing. I find losses as lessons. Like there's always learnings out of it, and there's always things that you can take away and obviously apply to your game or even apply to your daily life, like outside of footy. So
yeah, it's no bad days, just information and data, really, right?
Yeah.
That's how I try and think about it sometimes.
That's good.
And in terms of losses and wins, like how different is the changing room? Without obviously going into super great detail, like what's the mood like after a win and after a loss in the changing rooms, and what are the discussions like?
I think all teams are probably the same. Like after a win, like everyone's up and about, and then during losses, like everyone's heads down and that, and so you're gonna have those tough conversations on what happened and what we can do better, and but yeah, like I said, whatever the result is, like you can't cling on to those wins for the following week, because then you can't be complacent, but then you can't hold on to those losses, because then you obviously got to move on and try and win the next one to obviously get your team up and going.
Okay. And in terms of, honestly, I've been to a few Storm games this season, and after a win, the crowd interaction, super awesome. Do you make an effort to try and get around to all the fans, not just on game day, but at open training sessions or family days? Do you guys try and make an effort to engage with the fans, and especially the younger ones?
Yeah, I think our fans is a big part of like why we do what we do on the day-to-day basis, and if we have like fans at training, I'll try and get around and obviously say hello to those fans and
say hello, sign some stuff.
And just seeing the smile on their faces is probably something that's like touching to me, and if I could put a smile on someone else's face, then that means a lot. Not only to myself but to them too. So even on game days, just hearing them cheer for us on game days it's a massive massive moment for all of us, and we wouldn't be able to perform the way we are if it wasn't for our fans, the community.
It's not a silly question, but do you ever in between breaks during the game kind of look out the crowd and just take it all in, or is it there's no real time to do that during a game?
Actually, I can see the crowd, but every time I run back, like say if we scored and run back to the to set up for kickoff, I always take the moment to have a look at the crowd, and I see them all just cheering us on, and sometimes I always give a little clap just for the crowd, because they don't have to be there because of like us, they're there just to support us and back our community, and which is pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like you said, they don't need to be there. They're spending their hard-earned money, going to the games and watching and supporting you guys. Yeah. So it's nice that you do give a bit of a clap. So that's awesome.
Definitely, yeah.
On the field, what's it like being a player in terms of, is it very noisy? Is it very quiet? Is there much running through your thoughts? Take us through you on game day on the field. What's it like? Is there a lot of chatter, like I said, or is or you just kind of in your own thoughts, or how do you deal with it on game day?
Probably when I start playing, it's like I'm trying to narrow my focus on some of the things that I need to work on, or some of the things that I need to do that we've worked on throughout the week. And then obviously as the game goes on, like you start getting fatigued and start getting tired, and all that goes in the rubbish, and you just trying to push on and trying to be there a reliable teammate for your teammates, and you try and talk to them when you can, and when you're trying to catch a breath, like obviously your teammates are talking to you to obviously do a certain action to help out the team. So it's just I'm probably in my own thoughts at times. But and then like I'm pretty like narrowed down, and I'm probably trying to get through some of the work that I need to get done, obviously, to help the team.
Yeah, I can imagine on game day, like the game isn't always going to be perfect, and there's things to obviously improve on, or things that don't go the Storm's way.
Yeah.
And there's probably feedback or comments that are probably more direct than if we were having a conversation like this. How do you deal with that, and how do you kind of just take it? Do you just not take it personally and just go, that's just something I need to get better at, or like how do you deal with that on game day?
Yeah, obviously it's like, obviously you would probably know yourself that you could have done that a bit better in that.
Yep.
But in the game you can't dwell on mistakes too long, because then if you dwell on mistakes too long, then you're just stuck in your own head, and then you kind of like go in a rabbit hole where it might not turn out well for you. So you gotta just take the information in, and know that it's not there to obviously discourage you, but it's there to obviously help you. And you just gotta take the information away and quickly learn from it and move on. And hopefully next time the opportunity comes, that you're there and that you get it right the next time. So
okay. What motivates you every day?
What motivates me every day? Probably my faith. Like there's always a purpose and will that the Lord has for you when you wake up every day. Having my family and friends. Probably biggest one's probably my fiance.
Yep.
Waking up just to obviously talk to her and hear her voice, and my family and friends, and just to see them. That's always a inspirational why I get up and I keep doing the thing that I love. It's just to try and get back to them and try and provide the best I can.
Yeah, awesome. I know you're still very young in your life, but also your career value. But has there ever been a moment where you thought this isn't for me, or if you ever felt like giving up, or no?
Yeah. Probably during injuries and that, like probably not the funnest of times, like because like you're away from the team, you're away from like everyone, and you're just like you're in your own, like just whether you're getting like flogged at training or whatever. But nah, it's all part of the journey. Like that's all I think of. Like, and everything happens for a reason. And everything's a learning, and you're better off learning from these things, and then it'll make you better for when it comes in the future. So
okay. I think a question I've asked, I think all my guests actually, and I probably should make it like a staple question on the podcast, is the concept of burnout. And I think you're probably someone that's not immune from burnout.
Yeah.
So in your career so far, have you had moments of burnout? And for the viewers, how did you deal with those moments? How did you get through those periods of burnout there?
Like when you're out of energy? Like...
physically or mental burnout. So, I guess I've had business owners when they talk about, they've just been working 60, 80 hours a week, and they're just physically and mentally just fried, essentially.
Yeah.
And then, they talk about ways that they've gone over that is, through being creative. So some, paint, make music, draw, essentially. Be out in nature. Some go to the gym as well. Like, how do you kind of get away from the stress and the burnout of NRL?
Yeah, for me, it's like understanding that like footy is not everything. Like understanding that like there's more to life than just footy. So if I put all my cookies in the one jar, like or which is footy, then obviously like that won't help me in terms of the life aspect. Like I got to obviously fill my cup in other areas, and what gives me joy is obviously my faith, my family, my friends, and whenever I can spend time with them and do things outside of footy that helps me and that I enjoy doing, then that helps me a lot. Obviously, take my mind off footy and just refilling my cup. So then when it's time to train again, and then I'm ready to go again, and I'm refilled.
Yeah, you're mentally and physically and spiritually ready to go again.
Yeah, ready to go again. Yeah.
Oh, talk to the viewers. What do you do outside of being an NRL player? I know there's not much hours or days in the days that you have off, but what do you enjoy doing in your spare time?
Yeah, what do I do on my spare time? Oh, sleeping. I already told you it's like
sleeping. Yeah,
my main one on my days off. But I don't know much. Just like recovery. I like to jam the game PS5, either Fortnite or GTA. Been playing with the boys lately.
Yeah. Shout out to the boys. Yeah.
Shout out to the boys. Play late night and basically fighting with the boys online on GTA. But no, it's heaps fun. Like I do that on my days off, and just when I can, I call on my family and that, like just spend some time on, because obviously I can't see them physically. So whenever I can FaceTime call them or just to see how they're going and see how they're doing in life, then that's heaps like good for me too, like in terms of filling my cup up through that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. And do you get back to New Zealand much during the season? Or
Nah, it's pretty hard. Pretty hard trying to get back to New Zealand. Probably if we do rest the Warriors there, then that's probably an opportunity for me to go see my family there. But unless my family comes over to Brisbane, then I can. Obviously, it's much closer than flying to New Zealand. So but don't get back to New Zealand much, but I should. Make an effort every end of the year.
Hopefully in the pre-season / off season.
Sure. We'll see what happens. Not quite sure how everything will plan out, but
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
You see them soon. In terms of where was I going with this one? In terms of the culture, you talked about the culture in terms of the Melbourne Storm, in terms of work ethic and what stands out to you as the good qualities. On that same line, but probably more of a personal aspect, are you friends with the team off field? Do you guys hang out off the field, or what's the relationship like between you and the Melbourne Storm?
Yeah. We have obviously we have a group chat and stuff like that, and some of the boys, like if they put in the group chat they want to go grab some coffee, anyone that's free and available, like anyone can go down and have a coffee with the boys, or say if we want to grab some lunch, dinner, anything's open, or some of the boys went and watched a movie the other day.
Awesome.
And then I see some boys want to go to the recovery joint together. We have those little groups that go do stuff if they're available. And I played basketball with some of the boys earlier this week on our day off, which is pretty cool. And we'll have those little conversations, whether you want to go grab brekkie, lunch, dinner, or you want to go do different activities just to get away from footy and that. Everyone's amongst it, so it's heaps good.
Are there any pioneers behind building that culture? Is there someone that always kind of initiates those events, or is there kind of a mixture between?
It's more of our leaders. Our leaders probably drive that, in terms of our culture off field. But it's just whoever you want to message. You might message someone. You may know that's not busy. For example, someone that's staying on their own. Or someone that's they say they got nothing on, and then you just plan with them at training. So if you got nothing on, you want to go do something tomorrow, and then everyone just jumps on on the same boat, and everyone just does whatever.
Okay.
So,
awesome. Yeah. Pre-season. Talk to me about that. What does pre-season entail for you guys? I can see the look in your eyes already, but for those who don't have the sporting context there, so preseason obviously is a period of time before the season starts where the players will, do their strength and conditioning to a very high level to get them ready for the season, obviously to run out the season and perform. But you probably talk to a lot better than I do. What does preseason look like for yourself?
Preseason's always grueling. It's just a tough time. But it's there to prepare you for the season ahead, and it's not fun at all. But
so are you there more than what you are during the regular season?
Yeah. So you're in there probably 5 days a week.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like a normal job, and you're just there just getting pummeled.
Is it a lot more running or strength conditioning?
A lot more running, a lot more gym, a lot more wrestling, wrestle, and just all the above. And it's there to obviously prepare you physically, mentally for the season ahead. So
Is there much tactical stuff that goes on during?
There's always tactical stuff in that, but you gotta obviously put in the tough stuff too, your conditioning, just a lot of running, a lot of contact stuff, trying to prepare your body for the season, but your body ends up just being sore the whole time, and you come into the season, your body's still sore. But no, it's good. It's really good pre-season. Obviously, it's a tough time, but it prepares you obviously for the season ahead.
Is there a period of time where you're not training?
Probably the Christmas break.
How long was that? 2 weeks?
Probably 2 weeks, and then back into it. So so whenever you finish during the season,
so let's just say that's October, September.
Say you finish in October, you get for those that have done 4 or 3 less than for 3 preseasons. Then you have to go back to work 7 weeks, so you only get 7 weeks off. Whereas if you've done 4 more preseasons, then I think you get 9 weeks off. So
is there a reason for that? Just cause
no, I don't know. I think it's just the rules they have.
Development thing, yeah, okay.
So whenever you come back, then you got those training days up until the Christmas break, and then you have that 2-week Christmas break, and then everyone back in the Jan, and then all the way up, and you're just training all the way up until the next October, and then break.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Are you traveling and stuff during those 7 to 9 weeks that you have off? Or?
Yeah, like last year I went with my fiance to Bali. Oh, man, I had so much fun.
You reminiscing about it
my
now?
fiance reckons I was a princess, like just.
Oh really? How so?
Yeah, just like lying in the pool, drinking my orange juice. Yeah, just enjoying life. But yeah, it's so fun. Like whenever I have the opportunity to travel with my fiance and spend time with her, it's always a special moment for me.
Awesome. Are you guys gonna travel this year? Hopefully?
Yeah, hopefully. There's World Cup at the end of the year, and I know my partner would want to. Yeah, she plays for West Tigers.
Yep. Shout out to her.
NRL. Yeah, shout out to my partner, and she's obviously looking to play World Cup at the end of the year, and I'm backing her too. So if she plays World Cup, then I'd love to travel and watch her play, and and then if there's time after the season, after World Cup, then I'll take those chances. So,
awesome.
Yeah, it should be good.
Awesome. Speaking of World Cup and international / national teams, talk us through your own selection there. Like you got selected, and talk us through the emotions behind that and how you felt just being part of the squad.
Yeah. So man, I remember the call. Like I was.
A lot of these are not in face to face. They're always phone calls for some reason.
Yeah. Like so there was a couple of injuries from their first game.
Yeah.
And I was full sleeping. Like this was probably 10:30. Like I'm still sleeping. And this during the break.
10:30 a.m.
Yeah, 10:30 a.m. I was still sleeping.
Yeah, all right.
And I seen a call like on my phone. I was like, this random call. I was like, nah, it's spam.
Spam. Telemarketer or something.
Yeah, but then I was like, I'll just answer it. And if it is a spam, then who cares? Yep. So I answered it, and then it was the coach from Samoa, and he just said like, hey, like we need you to come into camp as soon as possible. Like fly out tonight if you can. Because the next game is in Brisbane, and you're going to be a part of our team. We don't know if you're playing or not, but if you're keen, like you can be a part of the team. And I was like, keen. That's always been a dream of mine.
Awesome.
Just to be in camp was pretty special. I'm still chasing the dream of playing for Samoa, and it'll be pretty cool if I get to put the jersey on one day. But yeah, that was good experience being in camp, learning of some of the boys that play in different teams that you get to rest throughout the year, and basically taking a page out of their books and trying to apply it to the way that you play, and obviously to apply it to your daily life. So.
Yeah, okay. This might be a silly question, but when you get called up for a national team, do you get paid by them at all, or is it no?
Yeah.
You get paid by them.
You get paid for them, But you get paid, and then I don't know how it works for other teams, but you definitely you should get paid. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Nothing for free, I guess.
Yeah. So,
that's fair. Awesome. Are you looking forward to the next opportunity that comes up for yourself? Like when is that, like you said, a dream come true? Like how, I guess at a club level, you can just talk to your coach or your teammates on a regular basis to kind of convey your goals and your thoughts. Like with the national team, how does that work? Like are you in constant contact with the coach or like throughout the year? Or
it's just basically like you just gotta play good footy throughout the year, and if you get picked at the end of the year when it comes to team selection, then you get picked, and if you don't, then that's probably something that you gotta keep pushing for. So like I said, like my main focus is on here for Melbourne Storm, and then if I just do a good enough job for my team, then God willingly the opportunity comes up for the end of the year when the World Cup comes by. But just my sole focus is on Melbourne Storm and trying to play well, play some good footy for the team and the club.
Yeah, awesome. Do you spend much time with other team? Sorry, I'll rephrase that. Do you spend any time with other players from other teams, like the Roosters or Rabbitohs? Or
not much time. Like I still got my close mates from Penrith. Whenever we can catch up with dinner or message, whenever I'm playing them, or if I'm in the area and I can catch up with them, then definitely.
Awesome.
But it's more of like if our schedules work, because everyone's schedule's busy these days, and
27 rounds, isn't it?
It can't. I could be off and they could be still training, so it wouldn't work out. So
yeah, exactly. Okay, no, thanks, Value. That answers a lot of the questions that I had on today, and hopefully gives a lot of insight into the viewers of being a professional NRL rugby player. I do have some rapid fire questions, probably more related to NRL this time.
Yeah.
So we can go through those. Best player you played with?
A best player I played with, it'd probably be Kane Bradley.
Kane Bradley?
Yeah, Kane Bradley. Yeah. Kane Bradley, yeah.
This is probably the same as the first one. Best player you've played against?
Best player I played against? That's hard, eh? These are some good questions I've never thought about. Best player I played against?
Or someone that when you're going up against them, you're like, oh, that person makes me nervous that they might win the game for them?
Yeah, it'd probably have to be like, I don't know. Yeah, probably like obviously Nathan Cleary. Like, yeah.
Nathan Cleary,
yeah. Definitely. Someone like him, yeah.
Your favourite cheat meal?
Favorite cheat meal? Probably a large triple cheeseburger.
Triple cheeseburger?
Yeah, a large meal, and then you have a chocolate thick shake with that, and then have like a 10-piece chicken nuggets. Yeah.
Fries?
You gotta have the fries.
Get the fries. Meal, extra salt?
No, not extra salt.
No, extra salt. Just regular fries.
Normal fries. Then.
Regular fries, yeah. The most annoying teammate you played with?
Annoying team?
Most annoying teammate.
Oh, teammate.
Or currently or previously you played with?
Annoying teammate. I would go... I wanna say... I'll go Eli Tuia.
Why? Can you say why he's annoying? The most annoying teammate?
Nah, he just muck around too much. Bomb with bombs. Yeah, he muck around too much.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Eli.
How would your teammates describe you in one word?
Probably 2 words. Muck around.
Muck around?
Yeah, muck around.
So you could be someone else's annoying teammate.
Yeah, but that's definitely not it. But if it is, boys, then just let me know, eh? I'll sort it out.
If someone watching today didn't follow NRL or follow the Storm, why should they?
Why you should follow the Storm?
Or NRL in general, yeah.
I think you should, like if you're looking to, or if you like contact sports and that, like, yeah, obviously come watch some of the footy games that we play. Like, it's a pretty aggressive game that we play, and yeah, you'll probably get into it, like, real quick too.
And there's obviously a lot of skill involved as well.
Yeah, a lot of skill involved too. Like, you probably see some of the things that the boys do on and off, or like on the field, and it might surprise you. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Awesome. Now get around the Storm, guys, and get around obviously Value. Yeah. Now, Value, I have a closing tradition I have on this podcast each and every episode that I ask all my guests, and it might go differently for you. So the question I ask all my guests is, what is the best advice you've ever been given?
The best advice that I've ever been given. Probably something my family taught me growing up is like obviously in the man's world, that you always put your faith first, put your family and friends second, whatever you're most passionate about third, and everything should align after that. So if you get obviously your priorities and that right, and where you pour your cup into, then that's how I align my life. So
perfect. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks,
Value.
Appreciate it, my man.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on. And guys, you've made it.
Storm jersey.
Support the Storm. Support the Storm, guys. Definitely get around Value. It's a big second half of the season, so go out to a game if you haven't been to one. If you're supporting the Storm already, continue to go out to the games or watch it from home. But thanks, guys, for listening. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Give us high ratings, and hopefully Value will do a part 2 in the future sometime. But look forward to it. And thanks, guys, and see you in the next episode.
Get amongst it, guys. Let's go.
Awesome.
Right.
Thank you.